I'm so glad that the cooler weather is starting to show in the Midwest. Fall and spring are my two favorite seasons. And now that we're finally getting into fall, I'm happy. That said, there's still some tobaccos I have, which are, if I had to apply some season to them, I think this one might fall under summer. I'm not sure. You let me know when this one might make this the most sense to smoke. But today I have a tobacco from Straus Tobacconist, and it is Pistachio. Now, I don't know about you, but I love pistachios. Pistachio ice cream is actually my favorite. So when I saw this blend at Straus, I knew I had to try it. It is an aromatic. But the question is, how does it hold up? You see a lot of different aromatics online, especially aromatics. I'm going to pick on aromatics for a minute, where, you know, it's cherry or strawberry or peach or apricot. I've even seen some mint variants, which I have another one from Straus that I'll be reviewing, and it falls into that category. When you see some of these, you think, man, how could it smell like that? How could it, I mean, is it really going to smell like strawberry? Is it really going to smell like peaches and cream? Some cases, yeah. Some cases, the topping or the casing that's used, again, topping being what's put onto the tobacco, casing being what's absorbed into the tobacco. Some of them are dead on, which is great. Now, the bag note or tin note versus what you actually get in the smoke, no, those can be two very different things, as we've discovered on this channel. Welcome to the SmokyVale. If you haven't been here before, thanks for visiting us today. If you haven't yet, please like the video if you like the video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, if you want more content like this. Oh, that is Pistachio. Wow. Okay, imagine you just got a fresh container of Planters pistachio nuts. Peel back that tin, you go in there to smell it, and that sweet pistachio aroma you get from the nut is in full effect here. That is amazing. Oh, wow. One of the fun things about aromatics, I will say, is the tin notes. And what I've found so far are way more varying and unique versus English, which, since English is more about the flavor, the tin notes for English, at least again with my nose, I haven't really found a whole lot of discernible elements from the aroma in the tin. But part of what makes aromatics so fun. And this is definitely pistachio. So, the tobacco, let's see if I can show this at all. So my camera goes kind of wonky here. It is, I say, a decent moisture level. Decent humidity, and it looks like golden Virginias, red Virginias, and bits of black Cavendish in here. Oh, wonderful sweet pistachio. And now I want some pistachio ice cream. It's actually kind of warm out today. Well, more humid than warm. There's a nice little breeze moving through the Vale, so I'm happy about that. but it has been a lot of rain. In fact, every day since I got back from Hocking Hills, it's been nothing but rain. It's been hard to get outside and enjoy a smoke. Although I did last night. I did enjoy some Awakened Elder by Cornell and Deal. We'll be checking them out later on the channel. Okay, let's go ahead and take a closer look at this tobacco and fill a bowl. Ready to try this out. Okay, that's probably good. Again, if you can see that. All right. Yeah, see something like this. It's great to have that delicious bag note. The real question is how is this going to hold up in the smoke? Am I going to get any kind of flavor out of it? Is it just going to be, you know, a light, fleeting aroma in the smoke? We will see in just a moment. There we go. And this is actually the first pipe that I ever bought. It's been a while since I've smoked out of this one, so I thought I'd bring it in the video today. This thing cost me, I think it was like $7.99 on Pipes and Cigars. I mean, it doesn't get much simpler than this, but it's held up pretty well. All right, let's see how this smokes up. Right off the bat, I do get the sweetness of the pistachio in the aroma of the smoke. Let me know in the comments below if you're more of an aromatic smoker or an English smoker. Or if you prefer Balkans, which I don't know why you would. So far I've only found one Balkan blend that I really like. And that's the Plum Pudding by the Seattle Pipe Club. Although a buddy of mine tried a Balkan blend from Straus, they said it was pretty good. I'll have to get my hands on some of that. Well, I mean, from this, it's just a consistent smoke all the way through. The same sweetness I get in the aroma, I'm getting in the flavor. If you take the smoke in your mouth, you hold it in there for a moment, You allow those particulates and those oils to kind of settle out on your tongue. I find a bit of that pistachio nut flavor comes through. But otherwise, the entire time you're getting this very sweet note throughout the smoke and the draw and the flavor. It's really sweet. Yeah. Overall, I'd say I'm pretty happy with that. I tell you, it's wild. Just some of these aromatics. And I've said it before, these blends, I mean, if you get something that's, apricots and cream or chocolate, or there's a honey blend from Boswell, I mean, some of these are just heavenly. Yeah. It's pretty good. Got some coffee with me today. Yeah. Yeah, it is definitely pistachio. If you guys like pistachio, this pistachio from Straus Tobacconist is definitely worth checking out. Wow. Going into this, I wasn't sure if it was going to be nutty. I wasn't sure if I was going to be getting, sweet notes from like a fruity sweet note. What kind of sweetness was I going to get? Was this just some kind of, gimmick with the topping that's used? But this is really nice. So it's got a pretty good volume for its smoke too. Warming up the bowl pretty well. This is still very cool to touch, but I can tell that this is warming up nicely. Definitely a good humidity level. I will say that for as much as I like fall, the sad part for me is that I look at my garden and everything's dying back. There's a lot less color. My vegetable garden, it's coming to an end. There's still some tomatoes I need to pick. My peppers, for the most part, have stopped producing. There's still a few here or there, but and then of course, less sunlight or daylight this time of year. The closer we get to November and December. That really gets me. I may not love the heat, but I do love the sun. By the way, while I was out at Sleepy Hollow, boy. Yeah, been a long day. While I was out at Straus, I was going to pick up Sleepy Hollow. They didn't have it yet because I really wanted to try that. I'm trying to gather some seasonal blends right now, or what one would call a seasonal blend. The owner of the establishment mentioned that it's just been difficult getting in some components of the Sleepy Hollow. So they didn't have it out yet. I believe they're going to release it sometime in October, like mid-October. Hoping to get my hands on some of that to try it out for you guys. Well, I'm going to finish enjoying this pistachio. I do plan on reviewing my first English in my next video, so stay tuned for that. For those who have not tried an English, or maybe have tried it once and thought it was the grossest thing ever, hoping I can change your mind. Because you're really missing out on a lot. I also have a couple more Straus tobaccos on hand that I'll be reviewing as well. And if they're all as good as the pistachio, I think we're in for a real treat. Thanks again for joining me. This is the SmokyVale. Have yourselves a great day and a good smoke.